right. We're trying out breakfast burritos.
Breakfast burrito.
Hell yeah. This is...
Do you think Haley would be walking in the Majestic home?
Sausage, egg... Shut the hell up!
Ooh.
Who calling me, man? Go away.
You should answer it.
No, I'm not answering.
Review.
I'm making a review, fool. Alright, so I'm going to try the just regular
that thing is huge.
Sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast burrito from Jalisco's. I always love their burritos. They never seem to fail to please me.
How much was it?
So, it's like $6.
Hey.
Oh yeah, great prices. I think it's for $6. This was actually really great.
I think it's huge.
Look at this thing is almost as big as my massive schlong. Almost.
You get highway noise in the review.
Well, the sausage, I'm no expert on sausage, but the sausage sure stands out, for sure. That's the first thing you taste when you take a bite into it. As far as the cheese goes, I'm having a hard time finding the cheese. I'm sure it's in there, but that's not what you taste when you first take a bite out of one of these. It's nice and, for something nice and hot, very soft tortilla.
Bro really thinks he's gonna eat like 12 of those. And then you say, I will make it happen.
I don't really know how else to rate these when you haven't tasted every single one. I think it really is just personal opinion at the end of the day.
All right, is it above a 5 out of 10 or below 5 out of 10?
Oh. Well, I'm not. Yeah, but I can't rate it that specifically.
Hey, we'll knock it down a little bit. Is it above 5 out of 10? Or okay, imagine whatever the standard for 10 is, right?
Yeah.
And then imagine whatever the standard for 1 is, right? Right? Yeah. So is it above? Is it a 5? Above 5 or below 5?
It's definitely below 5. I mean, above. It's definitely above 5.
Is it between 5 and 6, or 6 and 7, or 7 and 8?
Honestly, I think I'd give it a 7.
All right.
7.5. I'd give it 7.5.
Okay. So.
All right. This burrito
Rotten
is
Burrito
from...
Challenge Ernie's Edition.
I'm gonna slap at you. This burrito is from Ernie's Chicken. How long did we wait on this?
About 10 minutes.
Oh my lord. No, yeah.
Well, it was also busy in there. Jalisco's wasn't busy at all.
It wasn't even that busy, bro.
They had like 6 full tables, and then people standing around.
All right, so this is nothing compared to the one that we got from Jalisco. Size-wise, but I mean,
it was $2 cheaper.
This one was $4 around. I'm not gonna say exact price, but yeah, definitely around $4. But I mean, the $2 difference, I feel like Jalisco's would have been a lot worth getting.
The one at Jalisco's was like $2 more, but it was like 2.5 times the size.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say that. Here, I have it right here. So let's do a size comparison real quick.
Golly.
Yeah. Look at this tiny penis, and then look at this chunky. That's a $2 difference.
$4 versus $6. Also, this is like not even got the whole bit of it because he ate part of it off.
So,
but
it's all really down to taste now. I don't even think. I mean, yeah. Price definitely, I feel like, has a large factor in this. All right. It's hot. How are you supposed to eat these when they're like fucking hot? That was all tortilla.
I was thinking.
No, this one, the cheese is most definitely noticeable. Very gooey.
Eat that last little bit off. That's annoying me hanging off there.
That is a tough one. I'm not going to go and say that the tortilla has much to do with this. But you can definitely taste everything when you bite into this one. But like any breakfast sausage burrito, at least anyone that's not like from a fucking McDonald's, it's hard to say what tastes different and what doesn't. And what tastes good and what tastes, you know. So I think I'd give that one. I'm going to take a bite out of this one before I rate it because I need to know what
That was your 75 out of 100.
I need to know what we're working with. I'm going to give this one an 8 for taste.
And then we'll add the side notes.
But the price, I feel like the pricing and the size kills it. It as compared to Jalisco's burrito, you're not losing. I mean, this was a hard one because they're both really good, but I feel like this one would inevitably end up losing because you're losing so much as like size and cost. And I can't guarantee that the time that we had to wait would be like for everybody, but I really think you're getting like Jalisco's is damn near the same thing, and you're just more bang for your buck, man. Like, so I guess we're gonna go and try some more burritos before we make any final decisions. But I think at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to these two. But so I gave it an 8, but I think I'm gonna go. It's hard to at 8 as far as taste goes.
Just rank them off a taste, and then we'll add the side notes.
Well, if it were up to me,
just taste on.
I would have given it another. I would have given this one another 7.5, just because it's damn near the same. Obviously, except this time we went to Red's, so we're gonna be trying the Red's breakfast burrito. Of course, it's egg, sausage, and cheese, just like all the other ones, just to keep it fair. Sadly, we couldn't get a pit stop one. I think they make a pretty mean burrito, but they're out for the day, so, I mean, that must go to say something. Until next time, I guess this is only what we have to work with. I don't think Lumberyard makes a breakfast burrito.
Oh, they don't.
Ooh.
They don't even have breakfast.
No. I don't know. I mean, I do know they just made this because I asked them to make the fresh sausage one. It must be the tortilla. Part of it is cold. All right. The tortilla is nice and soft. It's got that nice softness like the Jalisco's one for sure. All right, I'm going to take a bite of this. Wow. Now this one was $4 too. And it's around the same size. Or about, I'm going to say it's the same size as, I did eat more of this one, but you can clearly tell. That's about the same size as far as,
for like cents difference.
I did, yeah. As far as the one that we got at Ernie's. And you would think for a Red's gas station, this wouldn't come even close. No. I'm not very picky. But I tell you, you'd have to eat it for yourself. You really would not think Red's would make such a burrito that comes so close. I will say, for something that was just freshly made, you can see where the cheese is not melted all the way. Now, unlike the Jalisco's one, this one, you could definitely taste everything. You can taste the cheese. All the flavors there. But one thing that stands out is that cheddar that they put in the burrito. That's not melted. So So I'm gonna take another bite of Ernie's, and I'm gonna take another bite of Jalisco's. This is Ernie's. You know, at this point, I'm just screwing up my flavor palette. I don't see us getting anywhere with this. Even though that this one, the cheese is nice and melted and the flavor is nice and blended, I will say that the tortilla was pretty tough even when I got it hot. Or maybe not tough, but definitely not as soft as these others. Where you can you feel like you can cut through it with a knife like butter. Of course, we're back to Reds. Yep. And I'll take one bite of Jalisco's. And this is still hot, surprisingly.
Wash palette. The surprise water appearance.
One thing I realized about the Jalisco's sausage, egg and cheese, is that as big as it is, as compared to these others, it really does just taste like plain and nothing but plain egg and cheese. Now you can definitely taste, I'm not going to say a spice, but they definitely did something up here at Red's. They did something different with their sausage. And I think if they would have given their cheese a little more time to melt, maybe even used a different blend, I think that would have come, I don't know. I think, wow, I'm really surprised. I think Reds and Ernie's are really at it here. It's so damn hot in this truck. Wow, thank you. All right, I think I'm going to think about this. I think I've come to some sort of conclusion. I will say that I was surprised as far as the Jalisco's goes. I mean, there's no doubt about it. The size really has that wager. As far as size and price, it really has that wager on all other breakfast burritos in the area. And that I will say, it does absolutely marvelous on. But as far as taste goes, there's not much of a variety. Now, granted, it was just sausage, egg, and cheese. You thought maybe for a Mexican restaurant, there would be some sort of spice. Some sort of pizzazz. But one thing I realized was it really is just plain egg, cheese, and sausage. As far as these others, I can't really say what they used here at Red's. But there's something, I do think it was in the sausage. Now you can't, like I said, that cheddar does stand out, and it wasn't fully melted, so it didn't have that nice cheesiness to it. But as far as Ernie's fried chicken, their burrito, like I said, even though it came very close to about the same size, Ernie's fried chicken, their tortilla was just not, it wasn't as soft, and you couldn't bite through it like you were cutting through butter with a knife. And you want that your breakfast burritos to like just melt in your mouth, almost dissolve, even some would say. And this is what it comes down to. Here's Ernie's. I might even have to open this up. I have no idea what I'm going to do. If I had a second person here with me who liked eating cheese, I feel like this would have gone a lot differently. But this is just one man, one mission. And then here's Reds again. You know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and clean my palate real quick, just so we can get an accurate tasting.
spit all over the truck.
Oh. It's Reds.
Really?
Yeah. One thing I was having such a hard time with was the taste, because they both damn taste near the same. It's so hard trying to spot little tiny insignificant things like that, but it's not till you get that full sense of your taste palette. It's not tasting, sometimes it's just not enough, especially when you have so much on your plate. But you can smell you can smell it. Where Ernie's fried chicken, sure, it smells like breakfast, but you can just smell. I'll give it to him real quick. Here, this is Ernie. You smell? No. Well, he'll refuse to, but I feel like one of the biggest factors in your breakfast is probably your meat. And that's what I'm smelling, where I can't really smell much when I don't know how else to sum it up. I really think just Reds got it. I think Reds kind of killed it. As far as taste goes, Reds is gonna have you, but there's no doubt about it. You want a full breakfast. And this one was really close. Like Jalisco's, I would have given it to Jalisco's just almost immediately. But I mean, that's where they messed up, was on their taste. And there's not much variety, not the variety of ingredients, but just in just generally taste and ingredients and spice. Really is where they kind of lost me. But no, there's no doubt about it that they have that biggest wager as far as price and size goes, and you can't beat that. You can't beat a Jalisco's burrito when you need to fill up. But I'm gonna say Reds has got it now, unless I come across a pit stop burrito another day, then who knows, maybe Pit Stop will have it. But for right now, I am definitely gonna have to say Reds is number one burrito in Troy. This was not an easy decision. Wow. It's hot in this truck. Well, yeah, that's where you go. You want a fucking burrito, you go to these guys right here. Sure, you get just where you get your fucking burrito.